trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Face don't models, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical, so gotta cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch, the ridicule. It's so
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north till the boys get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Face don't models, that's so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Face don't models, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical, so gotta cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch, the ridicule. It's so typical.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line. Hey, Duke on red. Hey, Sogo, high. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got him in, complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Etienne up the middle. Able to push his way through. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
All right, let's go. Hey, Soko, hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to about the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Decent 24. Soko, hot. Gun.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, center. Here we go.
Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. Touchdown. Brenton Strange, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Etienne is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Kinsman will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Young from the gun. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Muscles him off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rolling to his right. That one complete to again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Ron!
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now we got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Young. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Let's see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Young now. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Jags get to him as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here is Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, lie.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit,
There'll be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Young, he's going to change it up. Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is a shame. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Brandon, nothing short of a shocker here. I mean, this is pretty close to chip shot range. Most kickers, they're going to hit the top of the net, maybe even put it over the net. And I know this one didn't get blocked, yet it doesn't even get there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Hey, Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And some room to work. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 27-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Following the interception, Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. It'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
It's a gain of 11. Take right over.
Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got a man, and that's Leggett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
First down, Panthers.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! And Xavier Leggett, 40 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door.
Oh, Young loses it. So unable to throw in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB,
What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up
from the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Hunter with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Jaguars 33, Panthers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Young. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air once more, Young. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
23.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. A gain of 7. It's 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
ETN bringing in another one. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Second down and 8.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Again, it's Lawrence. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
11 more yards. Move goes James.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now Lawrence eluding the pressure right.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
The Jaguars, first down. Think right. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jags take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
I've never played for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Red, 38.
One last shot for Young. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville. It has been a snow-filled day in southern Ohio, but these fans all set to tackle what may come here at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. And he finds McLaurin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. We always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown game.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
11. Gun.
From the gun to give to Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it with Brown. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of...
Chase Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline and watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Daniels looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Daniels. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 or the 4.
16 yards. That's good for the Bengals.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. The defense comes off the field, bounces, grooving, they're fired up. And he carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this goal.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack that has stopped him short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they're spotted at the 49.
And the Washington first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Crack on, lady.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First
Hey,
down,
check that.
Washington.
Pass.
Now Daniels. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Come on. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
First down, Washington.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down goal at the 6-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, it's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open just a split second too late on the release. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Down to the 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, to force a quick punting situation.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Washington.
Check, man. Check. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back with a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Off the 31-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Down to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip something at the second level.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. They're going to go for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second down at the 24-yard line.
Kennedy Lions.
2nd and 9 now. To be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against, too.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get around the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a good game now.
They don't lie. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow will throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
43-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
I know they didn't tack down the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. And the Washington first down.
Here's Daniels. Rolling to his right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. He's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To the air goes Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Daniels looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. At the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
A 5-yard pickup.
They are going for it. Penix right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Drake London. It's a gain of 32. First down, Atlanta.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Here's Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Short throw caught by Pitts. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And looking to throw, Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd down in the yard. Robinson up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 14. And the Falcons first down.
They'll throw with Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Penix. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's into the hand. Pitts, the tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
Penix to the air once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this is caught for all right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll drop the throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. They'll try to run for the first first down with Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 4 yards.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at their 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
And a Falcon first down.
To throw again is Penix. Got a man, it's London. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Second down at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This pass is caught by London. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Every how much you needed, go and get a little more on top. I like it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
So loss of 5 brings up second and goal.
Throwing again, Penix. That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw, Penix. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Azarie Thomas on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
To the air, Penix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Kareem Hunt. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now a second and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll throw with Penix. And his throw here.